Big changes are coming to your carry-on in 2025, and you have to be ready. Buckle up now for some revealing facts because your favorite carry-on bag might not make the cut next year. Yep, airlines are shaking things up big time with new rules for 2025, and it's going to impact how you pack, what you pack, and even which bag you bring on board. From size limits to liquid rules and even restrictions on electronics, it's a whole new world for air travel. But don't panic. Let's break it all down so you're prepared for your next takeoff. Stay until the end because I am going to hit on some things that most flyers may not incorporate into these changes. And if you don't know, then you could experience additional challenges for your next trip. Number 1 on the list is the new carry-on size standards. Here's the recent headline. Airlines are finally agreeing on a universal size for carry-ons, 56 by 40 by 23 centimeters. Now, I know those numbers might not mean much at first, but here's why this matters. Most popular carry-on bags on the market right now are too big for these new rules. That trusty bag you've been using for years? There's a good chance it won't fit the bill anymore. And this time, airlines aren't just changing the rules. They're enforcing them like never before. They're rolling out size checkers at gates and check-in counters. So, no more sneaking through with a bag that's just a little oversized. If it doesn't fit, it doesn't fly. And you'll end up paying those dreaded gate check fees. But here's the silver lining. For the first time, a bag that works on one airline will work on all of them. No more guessing or checking each airline's website to see if your bag meets their unique requirements. It's universal. That said, there's a catch. You'll probably need to buy a new bag. We measured some of the most popular carry-ons on the market, and over 60% of them don't meet the new size standards. Even those marketed as airline compliant might fall short. The difference could be just a couple of centimeters, but that's all it takes to get flagged. And we are now at number 2. And it's a liquid revolution. Well, kind of. Remember the 3-1-1 rule for liquids? You know, the one that forces you to pack tiny bottles of shampoo and squeeze toothpaste into travel-sized tubes? Well, there's good news. It's getting an upgrade. Thanks to new scanning technology, some airports are relaxing their liquid restrictions. In these places, you'll be able to bring full-sized liquids through security without separating them into tiny bags. Sounds amazing, right? But hold on, it's not universal yet. Here's the tricky part. The rules will vary depending on the airport. For example, your departure airport might let you carry full-sized liquids, but your connecting airport could still stick to the old rules. That means if you're not careful, you could lose your favorite and expensive skincare products at security. So, how do you handle this confusing transition? That is easy. Just stick to travel-size containers for now, especially for essential items. If you want to pack larger liquids, keep them in a separate, easily accessible container. That way, if you hit a stricter airport, you can quickly check or just toss them out without tearing apart your whole bag. And remember, these changes are rolling out slowly through 2025. When in doubt, play it safe. Number 3 is the new rules for electronics. And you don't want to miss this one. Here's where things get really interesting and a little complicated. Airlines are cracking down on electronics, especially when it comes to power banks and lithium batteries. Those supercapacity power banks everyone loves, many of them are now banned from carry-ons. Airlines are setting wattage limits. Power banks under 100 watt-hours, you're good. Between 100 and 160 watt-hours, you'll need airline approval. Over 160 watt-hours? Sorry, that's a hard no. And don't even think about trying to sneak one through. New scanners can detect battery sizes, and if you're caught, you'll have to surrender your pricey power bank on the spot. It's not just about power banks either. Laptops, tablets, cameras, basically anything with a lithium battery has to meet stricter rules. You'll also need to be able to turn on any electronic device during security checks. If it's dead, it's not getting through. And here's a curveball. Airlines are capping the number of battery-powered devices you can carry. Most now limit it to 15 to 20 devices per passenger. That sounds like a lot until you count your phone, laptop, tablet, earbuds, charger, camera, and spare batteries. Number 4 is all about smart luggage. For this one, proceed with caution. Smart luggage sounded like the future of travel, right? Bags that can charge your phone, track themselves, and even lock electronically. But now, airlines are making it complicated. If your smart bag has a built-in battery, it must be removable. If it's not, your bag won't make it on board. Some airlines even require you to carry the battery separately in your personal item, not in the bag itself. Here's the good news. Manufacturers are catching on and designing bags with easily accessible battery compartments. But even then, rules vary by airline. Some allow smart bags as carry-ons, but not as checked luggage, while others are stricter. My advice? Before you invest in smart luggage, double-check the policies of the airlines you fly most often. Sometimes, a traditional bag with a portable charger gives you fewer headaches at security. And here is number 5. Weight matters more than ever, and even more than you think. Here's a change that might catch you off guard. Airlines are paying more attention to carry-on weight limits. While U.S. carriers used to focus mainly on size, many are now adding strict weight limits, typically around 8 to 10 kilograms or 17 to 22 pounds. And guess what? That weight includes your personal item. Yep, your laptop bag, purse, or backpack all count toward the limit. Airlines are getting creative with enforcement too. Some are installing weighing plates at gates, while others are testing automated weight detection systems at check-in kiosks. So, no more hoping they won't notice your heavy bag. The best way to avoid surprises? Invest in a portable luggage scale and weigh your bags before you leave home. And don't forget the classic trick, which is to wear your heaviest items on the plane. That chunky sweater or pair of boots you have on, put them on. It's free savings in weight. Let's talk about how these changes impact different types of travelers. The thing about these new carry-on rules is that they won't affect everyone the same way. For frequent flyers who already know the ins and outs of airline policies, it might just mean swapping out an old bag for one that fits the new size limits. But for casual travelers, families, or those heading on once-in-a-lifetime trips, these changes could be a real headache. For families, the stricter rules mean planning becomes even more crucial. If you're traveling with kids, every ounce of luggage space counts for snacks, toys, and those just-in-case outfits. Investing in compliant luggage and packing efficiently will save you from scrambling at the gate. Adventure travelers, those of you hauling gear for hiking, skiing, or scuba diving, might feel the pinch the most. Gear is heavy and bulky, so understanding these rules is crucial for avoiding unexpected fees or having to ditch items at security. For business travelers, electronics and lithium battery limits are the big ones. If you're carrying a laptop, tablet, portable charger, and other work essentials, keeping track of watt-hour limits and making sure your devices are functional at security checks is non-negotiable. Here's something that isn't being talked about enough: the environmental impact of these changes. With stricter size and weight limits, many travelers will need to buy new luggage. And what happens to all those old, non-compliant bags? Instead of tossing them in the trash, consider donating your old luggage to charities or shelters. Many organizations accept gently used suitcases and duffel bags for families in need or individuals transitioning out of homelessness. It's a win-win. You're decluttering while helping someone else. Another eco-friendly tip: invest in durable, sustainably made luggage that will stand the test of time. Look for brands that use recycled materials or offer lifetime repair services. Here are some smart packing hacks you just shouldn't ignore. Packing smart isn't just about saving space. It's about saving money, time, and your sanity. If you want to breeze through these new rules, try these hacks. Dual-purpose clothing. Pack items that can serve multiple functions. A scarf that works as a blanket or a jacket that doubles as a pillow? Yes, please. Compression bags. These are lifesavers for shrinking bulky items like jackets. Just make sure not to overpack, or you'll hit weight limits. Strategic layering is a must. Again, remember to wear your heaviest items on the plane. Not only will this save bag space, but you'll also have extra comfort during your flight. Pouring out liquids can save you space too. Here is what I mean. Invest in reusable travel-sized bottles and pour them out from your favorite shampoos and lotions. You'll stay within the rules and avoid buying overpriced travel-sized products. Label everything. If you're carrying multiple chargers and power banks, label them with their watt-hour capacities. This way, you'll avoid any confusion at security. Yes, it is so important and essential to stay informed. One of the biggest takeaways from these changes is the importance of staying informed. Airline policies evolve all the time, and what works today might not work tomorrow. Bookmark your airline's website, follow their updates, and double-check policies before every flight. Apps like TripIt and Google Flights can also send you real-time updates on gate changes, delays, or cancellations. Having a plan B is just as important as having a plan A when you're traveling under these new rules. And don't underestimate the power of asking questions. Airline staff are there to help, and a quick conversation can clear up any confusion about the rules. Now let's take a look at what to expect for the future of air travel. While these changes might feel like a hassle now, they're paving the way for a more standardized and efficient travel experience. Universal size standards mean fewer surprises at the gate, and advancements in technology like liquid scanning machines could eventually eliminate a lot of the annoyances we deal with today. Think about it. No more pulling out toiletries at security, no more guessing if your bag will fit in the overhead bin, and no more stress about sneaking an extra power bank onto the plane. The future of travel might just be a little smoother once we get through the adjustment period. Now let's wrap this up with my final thoughts. I hope you got a lot of value from this information. These new carry-on rules for 2025 might sound overwhelming, but being prepared will save you from a lot of stress and surprise fees. The key is staying informed, packing smart, and always double-checking your airline's policies before you fly. So, what do you think? Are these changes making travel better or just more complicated? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this guide helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more travel tips and hacks. Speaking of travel tips and hacks, don't miss out on next week's video on flight attendants spilling the beans on the best-kept travel secrets that the airlines don't want you to know. Trust me when I say that these travel secrets will change the way you fly forever. Before you click off the video, please do me a favor and visit the links in the description as well as the YouTube shopping area below the video. Anything you purchase will help to support the channel so I can continue providing you with amazing value. Thanks in advance. Until next time, happy packing and safe travels.